All right, we're continuing on day 26 about the Holy Land of Israel. So we're chapter 8 of Tuv Haaretz. By the way, just to people see the book Tuv Haaretz from the Mikubal Natan Shapira, who Mikguri Harizal. So meaning he based most of his things based on the teaching of the Arizal. All right, we continue. Now we will explain the essence of the Sulam, the ladder. Note that the ladder is not physical, rather it is atmospheric. It encompasses all of Eretz Israel, protecting it and preventing the expansion of the klipot into the land. So it's like there's like a dome, like we see sometimes in those movies. There's a dome and nothing can come in, type of protection. The width of this ladder is 4 cubits and its height is 500 years. This obviously not literal, it's referring to spiritual dimension, so if you can call it like that. The Gemara in Chagiga speaks about it, chapter 2. This ladder has many levels, steps or rungs ascending from the earth up to the firmament. Some of these levels are internal, while others are external. Anyone departing Eretz Israel, as long as he hasn't gone further than 4 cubits past its border, is considered as if he hasn't left. For within those 4 cubits, he is in the midst of the ladder. Similarly, anyone who is entering Eretz Israel and hasn't entered more than 4 cubits is as if he has not yet entered Eretz Israel. This is the secret of the verse, and his land shall atone for his nation. The word Admato and his land is made up of the letter that spell Dalet and Amot. Dalet Amot. Admato, Dalet Amot. They are what bring atonement for one's transgression. Even though the ladder has linear dimensions, Eretz Israel's boundaries are neither linear or spherical. Rather, they are in the form of a man lying face up on the ground with his head towards the east. So he's saying that Eretz Israel boundaries is like the form of a man. It's very interesting. We know that the Beis Hamikdash itself is in the form of a man. Every part of the Beis Hamikdash corresponds to part of the body. His 2 arms are stretched out, one to the north, the other to the south. His 2 legs are open. The one big toe is facing towards Hor Hahar, which is in the northwest area. The other is facing the river of Egypt, which is the southwest area. Between his 2 legs enter the Mediterranean Sea, which is the western border. In this fashion, we find that the dimensions of Israel are an array of strips, large and small. Surrounding all these strips is the ladder. The internal level of the ladder is the side touching Eretz Israel, whereas the external level is the side facing outside. So we see that the land of Israel, it represents a body, and we know our body represents a microcosm of the world. The Beis Hamikdash was a microcosm of the whole world, and Eretz Israel is a microcosm of the whole world. Therefore, it has to match, that the body match the land and match the Beis Hamikdash. It's all parallel universe, just like Mishkan Elyon, the Rachel explained, is like one, like those Russian puppets. They put one in the other, Russian dolls. You put one on top of the other, and then it goes smaller and smaller and smaller, but it's always the same. Okay. The wooden thing, the wooden dolls. I don't know, Russian wooden grandma's dolls, whatever. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I think you know what I mean. Know that 11,000 angels surround anyone who lives in Chutz La'aretz, as it is written, 1,000 shall fall at your right and 10,000 of your left. So we have 11,000 angels surrounding anyone who lives outside of the Israel. Upon entering Eretz Israel, these angels ascend the ladder on the external side of the place to the place where they belong. Yet once he has entered 4 cubits, the width of the ladder into Eretz Israel, immediately 2,000 angels of purity descend the ladder on the side of Eretz Israel. These correspond to the 22 letters of the Aleph base that form the Torah. These angels then escort the one who has entered the land. 22,000 surround his right side and 2,000 on the left. That's 22,000. A hint of this can be found in the verse, God's entourage is twice 10,000 thousands of angels. That's from the Tehillim. Samech Chet, Yud Ches. 22,000 angels encompass all those that leave Eretz Israel as well. Yet he whose mazal has changed for the worse and has to leave Eretz Israel, when he approaches the outer edge of the Sulam to leave, immediately those 22,000 angels ascend the Sulam. They return to their rightful place. Upon exceeding the ladder, immediately 11,000 angels descend from the outside of the ladder and escort the person in his journey abroad. This transference carries with it all the ramification of the transition of Nefesh of Asiya to the Nefesh of Yitzira, which is from Eretz Israel, as was mentioned earlier. Thus far, the word of Rabbi Chaim Vital of blessed memory. We shall continue, Bezas Hashem, next time.